Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to the CEO Connect conference, our summit. This event today arose out of input from you guys about having a large syndicate meeting and doing normal syndicate stuff, but in a slightly larger group. And today is therefore a bit of an experiment to see whether that input has produced something that you see as of great value. Because remember, all of these events are about you. Now, before we get started, does everyone know each other at your table? Do you know each other? How about say good day in the usual Australian way? I would normally ask people to share a couple of things about themselves. You know, things such as name, rank, serial number, fetishes and things like that, but we just don't have the time this morning, so I will do that a little bit later. But before we get started, let me just outline a couple of things that are going to happen today. So the first thing is just a couple of ground rules for the day. We're here for a short period of time, the sort of amount of time we'd normally have at a syndicate meeting. So as is the case with a syndicate meeting, it'd be absolutely spectacular if everyone could be here and be present for the session. Secondly, could I ask you all to turn your phones on to silent, but don't turn them off. I say that for two reasons. One, because I know you wouldn't. But secondly, most importantly, there's an app that you're all emailed yesterday. And if you haven't downloaded it, if you could just take a moment to download the app, because it'll give you an opportunity to understand the agenda for the day, to communicate with other people in the room directly. God forbid that we'd want to talk to people, but it does give you the opportunity to message people and share some insights. And on the subject of the app, I'd like to thank Kim Grantham from Coda, who built the app on the Hello Crowd platform for the CEO Institute, as he did for our big conference at the beginning of the year. So thank you, Kim. There is a hashtag you can use today if you are into social media, so hashtag CEO Connect. If you do want to post anything that will come out of today that's insightful, and I'm sure there will be some stuff that you want to. You were also in receipt of a SurveyMonkey email yesterday, so during the day or at the end of the session, if you wouldn't mind electronically filling out the SurveyMonkey survey so that we can get some feedback on your sentiment about whether today met your expectations. Let me do a couple of quick introductions. So firstly, as is customary, I'd like to introduce and welcome Ken Gunn, the founder of the CEO Institute, to the session. Ken, as is always the case, welcome. You'll notice, everyone, on your desk, there's some quotes from Chairman, and we don't have Ken's there, but I did actually have my spies discover Ken's insightful one-liner. So Ken, you're famous for saying, act decisively, but not in haste. Wise words. In fact, we also have Yvonne Howie here, former CEO of the New South Wales branch of the CEO Institute. Yvonne, as always, welcome. Yvonne is famous amongst her team for her one-liner, which is, don't be so vanilla. Now, I'm not sure if that's a milkshake quote or she was referring to my co-MC today. So many of you will know the co-MC today is Anne Massey. Anne, please stand up.
Morning, everyone.
Now, Anne is certainly not what you would call a vanilla person.
I did not get a response there. Good morning, everyone. Much nicer.
Anne is famous for a Freudian quote, as you'll read on the page. It says, you must do the thing which you think you cannot do. Now, Anne had a very late night last night, so today she's living her theme. She's going to do the thing that when she first got here this morning, she didn't think she could do. We do have a bit of a change in agenda this morning because our new CEO for the New South Wales Operations CEO Institute has got a personal issue, Neil Rapley, that he's addressing at home at the moment. So Hopefully Neil will be here later during the day, but he, as is absolutely the case, family always comes first. So Neil is addressing that right at the moment. So hopefully we'll get the chance to have Neil up on stage and talking to us a little bit later. Let's get started. Today we've got a number of speakers who are here to share some insights, and the one thing that I'm going to ask you at the end of the day is to share some of the insights that you took out of today's session. And to start the session, we've got one of our, well, I guess, illustrious chairmen getting up to talk. I don't know if you guys are like me, but in the background in the office, I've actually been watching some of the Royal Commission. It's been drama. There's been some human insights. There's been some insights around the way parts of corporate Australia have been operating. There's been some things taken way out of proportion. But it's also been a mirror on the way a very important sector in the community has been operating. And I think what Carl is going to talk to us about this morning is the relevance of that particular thing to each of us, not just to that sector. Let me just talk about Carl for a moment. I think those of you who know Carl know that he's not just a great bloke, but a highly experienced leader and a consultant, an advisor to organisations in the whole area of risk management, with a particular focus on banking. He's been a group chief risk officer for an ASX 200 listed company. He has a strong performance pedigree in credit and in conducting the risk management activities of major organisations. A strong practical view on governance, and deeply experienced in coaching executives, strategic thinking, new business development, and the creation of new products from end to end. Carl is famous again in the book of Mao Zedong in quoting, saying, "Be exceptional, care until it hurts." One of the more inspirational quotes that you can read on this illustrious page today. Before I ask Carl to come up and talk, can you please stand up if you have actually appeared before the Royal Commission? Carl, you're safe. Please welcome Carl Turner.